Hi, and we're back right here at the Greedy Ant Gourmet. Welcome back, and I hope you come see us in the shop real soon. The second cheese that we're going to discover today is the Cacio di Bosco. Cacio di Bosco is from Tuscany. It's from a company called Il Forteto. Il Forteto is in the area of Emilia-Romagna. So it's not exactly Tuscany, but it's in the Tuscan region. They are a wonderful company. They employ troubled youth around the dairy, and they kind of teach them a trade and a skill. And from there they go on to either be master cheesemakers, or at least they have some life skills to do other things. It's a wonderful company. They also treat their animals beautifully. And if you ever get into the area of Emilia-Romagna, you should pay them a visit. Again, Il Forteto Cacio di Bosco. And what makes this cheese really, really wonderful is the truffle. That's right, truffle is inside this cheese. And it's nice, it's beautiful specks of the black summer truffle. There are 4 various types of truffle. One of them being the white truffle, which people are very familiar with, but that's also the very expensive truffle. So it being so expensive, they couldn't afford to really put it into a cheese, and plus it would be too strong anyway. So they're using the black summer truffle, which is kind of a mediocre, kind of medium in between the black and the other kind of less expensive version. But it lends, in particular, it lends very well to the milk of different animals. We're just going to take our plane here and kind of scrape off the label. They certainly do a good job on these labels, and of course the longer the cheese sits, the harder the label gets in there. So we want to make sure that we do a good job getting this label out. Okay, once you kind of have that label at least enough to where you can break the wheel in half, then we're going to see what's inside. This cheese is made up of 80% sheep milk and 20% cow milk. And it starts off as a fresh cheese, as every cheese does, and they age it about 6 to 8 months. Now, they stop the aging process. The aging process never really stops, but there is a point where they wrap it in a plastic, and that kind of settles it into a certain age, and so it doesn't continue to dry out. If it continued to dry out, it would turn into what we call a grating cheese that you can actually, it's so hard you can grate. This one, while a very hard cheese, and a very delicious cheese, is not quite dry enough to grate. And we're just going to go ahead and, with pure abandonment, get in here and cut the wheel right in half. You can tell it's a tough bird, but we got it. And look at that. This is beautiful. This has all the great makings of a really, really good cheese. Around the edge, you see a very small, darker area. Of course, that's where it's aged. And then on the interior is still some softer white paste, which is going to be so delicious. You're going to have to write home about it. You'll also see there's these beautiful veins of truffle. Now those are actually shavings of truffle. There's other truffle cheeses where they simply use a paste and they kind of distribute the paste through the wheel. Not this guy. This guy uses actually slivers of truffle, and while you may think to yourself, well, I'm not going to taste any truffle if I taste this part of the parts of truffle, but that's not true. As the cheese ages and it sits, that truffle permeates the entire wheel. So you're going to get that truffle taste no matter, even if you have a piece that doesn't have the black actual shaving in it, you're going to taste that beautiful, rich, mushroomy truffle. I'm just going to shave off a piece here so you can kind of see it in its shaved form. You'll notice that that truffle actually shaves off with the cheese, and that is going to be so beautiful and so great on just about everything, from a good crusty bread to a beautiful pasta, even a salad. Salads, I mean, fresh beautiful salads, a little bit of olive oil. You don't need a lot of dressing when you use a really fragrant cheese like that.